Stop scrolling right now. That ordinary quarter in your hand could be worth more than a car or even a house. Most people have no idea that rare Washington quarters are still hiding in everyday pocket change, coins that have sold for thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. Today, we're revealing the top 4 most valuable Washington quarters in the world, and you need to check your coins before you spend them. Let's get started. First up today, we explore the Washington quarter dollar coin from the United States dated 1965, and we will focus on its history, background, unique features, and its place in the modern coin collecting market. This coin is one of the most discussed pieces among beginners and experienced collectors, because it represents a major transition period in American coinage when silver content was removed, and new clad composition was introduced, making it a key moment in United States mint history. The Washington quarter design was first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States, and the design was created by sculptor John Flanagan. The portrait of Washington on the obverse became one of the longest-running designs in American coinage. And by 1965, the same design was still being used, but with major changes in metal composition that make this year especially important for collectors. In 1965, the United States Mint stopped using silver in quarter dollars due to rising silver prices and national coin shortage. Instead, the coin was made with a copper core and outer layers of copper-nickel alloy. This change created what is known today as clad coinage, and the 1965 Washington quarter is one of the earliest examples of this new production method in circulation. One of the most interesting facts about the 1965 Washington quarter is that it has no mint mark. Regardless of whether it was produced in Philadelphia or Denver during this period, the United States Mint removed mint marks from coins for a short time, which makes all 1965 quarters appear identical on the surface, adding to confusion among collectors who try to identify rarity. Based on mint origin, the coin features George Washington on the front facing left, with the words United States of America and Liberty surrounding the portrait. And on the reverse side, it displays an eagle with outstretched wings holding arrows and an olive branch symbolizing strength and peace. This classic design remained unchanged for decades and is still recognized worldwide as a symbol of American currency. Many people believe the 1965 Washington quarter is extremely rare and valuable, but in reality, most standard circulated examples are very common because billions were minted. The value in average condition is usually only face value. However, certain special versions errors. High-grade uncirculated examples can be worth significantly more in the collector market. Collectors pay special attention to minting errors in the 1965 quarter because error coins often carry premium value. Examples include double die strikes, off-center strikes, clip planchets, and transitional errors that may show unusual metal composition. These rare mistakes can sometimes turn a common coin into a highly valuable collectible depending on severity and visual impact. Condition of the coin plays a very important role in determining its market value. Coins that have heavy wear, scratches, or damage generally remain at face value, while coins in mint state condition with sharp details, strong luster, and no circulation marks can reach higher prices, especially when certified by professional grading services that evaluate authenticity and quality. Another factor that increases interest in the 1965 Washington quarter is its historical connection to the end of silver coinage. Era collectors often seek it as part of a complete transition set showing the shift from silver coins to modern clad coins, making it an important educational piece for understanding United States monetary history and economic changes during the 1960s. In the current market, most circulated 1965 Washington quarters typically sell for only a small premium above face value, often between a few cents to a couple of dollars, depending on condition. However, uncirculated examples with strong eye appeal can reach higher prices, sometimes ranging from $10 to over $100 when certified in high grades. Rare error versions of the 1965 quarter can reach much higher values in today's collector market. Some documented error coins have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, especially when the error is dramatic, and well-preserved collectors actively search for these rare pieces in old coin collections. Estate sales and even everyday pocket change. The demand for United States coinage from the mid-1960s remains strong because it represents a turning point in minting technology and economic policy. Collectors often build entire collections focused on clad quarters, and the 1965 issue is a foundational piece in such collections due to its historical importance and widespread availability. The Washington Quarter series continues to be one of the most collected coin series in the World and the 1965 coin stands as a bridge between classic silver coinage and modern production methods. This makes it not only a collectible item, but also a historical artifact that reflects changes in American industry and government decisions during that era. When evaluating the value of a 1965 Washington quarter, it is important to consider factors such as strike quality, luster preservation, mint errors, and professional grading certification. Collectors often use grading services to determine exact market value, which can greatly influence selling price in auctions and private sales, especially for high-grade specimens. In conclusion, the 1965 Washington quarter-dollar coin of the United States is a fascinating piece of numismatic history. It may appear ordinary in everyday circulation, but it carries deep historical significance and occasional hidden value depending on condition and errors for collectors and enthusiasts. It remains an important coin that tells the story of a major transition in American currency and continues to attract interest in the global coin collecting market. Next up, the Washington quarter-dollar coin from the United States, minted in 1985, with the P mint mark focusing on its background, design, production, and collector interest in the modern coin market, and explaining why many people search for value and rarity, even though most examples are common in circulation today, and can still be found in pocket change or old collections across America and worldwide. Among coin enthusiasts, the Washington Quarter Series began in 1932 to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States, and the design shows his profile on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. And by 1985, the coin was part of the modern clad era, which started in 1965, when silver was removed from circulating quarters and replaced with copper-nickel layers, making the coin more affordable for mass circulation and government production. The 1985 Washington quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is represented by the P mint mark, and this was part of the system used in United States coinage to identify where each coin was produced. And Philadelphia has historically been one of the main minting facilities, producing billions of coins each year for everyday use across the country. In commerce, vending machines, and banking systems, collectors often look at the 1985 P quarter because it belongs to the modern pre-state quarter era, which means it was produced before the popular state program that began in 1999, and coins from this earlier period are sometimes collected in full-date runs where enthusiasts try to gather every year and mint combination from Washington quarters to complete a historical timeline set in terms of composition. The 1985 Washington quarter consists of an outer layer of cupronickel bonded to a core of pure copper, which gives it a silver appearance without containing any actual silver content, and this structure was designed to reduce production costs while maintaining durability for heavy circulation in commerce across the United States economy during the late 20th century. The condition of a coin plays a major role in how collectors evaluate its worth, and a 1985 P Washington quarter in fine condition means it shows moderate wear, but still retains visible details such as the outline of Washington's hair, facial features, and most lettering on both sides, although heavy circulation marks may be present from years of use in daily transactions. Many online listings sometimes describe the 1985 Washington quarter as rare or highly valuable. But in reality, most standard examples are extremely common because hundreds of millions were minted and released into circulation. So the typical market value remains close to its face value of 25 cents, unless the coin has exceptional condition, mint errors, or special grading certification. However, certain collectors may pay slightly higher prices for coins that are in higher uncirculated grades, or those that have been professionally graded by services that evaluate luster, strike quality, and surface preservation. And these certified coins can sometimes reach a few dollars in value, depending on demand, population reports, and collector interest at auction platforms or coin shows. Error coins are one of the few ways a 1985 P Washington quarter can become significantly more valuable, and these may include double strikes, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or unusual minting variations that occurred during production, and such errors are considered unique because they deviate from standard mint manufacturing processes, making them attractive to specialized numismatic collectors. The design of the Washington quarter remains one of the most recognizable in United States coinage history, featuring the left-facing portrait of George Washington, originally sculpted based on a bust by John Flanagan, and the reverse eagle design symbolizing strength and independence, which remained unchanged for decades until the state quarter redesign in the late 1990s. From a historical perspective, the mid-1980s period in American coinage represents stability in design but heavy circulation demand, as the economy relied on durable coinage for vending machines, parking meters, and retail transactions. And the 1985 P quarter played a small but important role in everyday commerce across all states and territories of the United States. Collectors today often store Washington quarters in albums or protective holders organized by year and mint mark. And the 1985 P issue is usually included in such collections not because of rarity, but because it helps complete a continuous chronological set that shows the evolution of United States coinage through different decades and economic eras. When discussing current market value in dollars, most 1985 P Washington quarters in circulated fine condition typically range from 25 cents to around $1 depending on buyer interest, while uncirculated examples may reach a few dollars, and only rare era varieties, or exceptionally high-graded specimens certified by grading services, can achieve higher auction. Results. The unique features of this coin include its copper-nickel-clad structure, its association with the long-running Washington quarter series, its P mint mark, indicating Philadelphia production, and its role as part of pre-commemorative quarter history before special designs became common, making it an important reference point for collectors studying United States coin evolution. In conclusion, the 1985 United States Washington quarter with P mint mark in fine condition is not truly a rare coin in the broader numismatic market, but it remains an interesting collectible due to its historical context, design continuity, and potential for minor variations, and it continues to attract beginners and experienced collectors who appreciate classic American circulating coinage from the late 20th century. Next up, the Washington Quarter coin series is one of the most famous and widely collected coin series in United States numismatic history, and it began in the year 1932 to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States and a key founding figure of the nation. And this coin design has continued in various forms for many decades, becoming a symbol of American heritage and monetary tradition. The specific Washington quarter from 1987, with the P mint mark, represents coins minted in Philadelphia Mint Facility, which is known for producing large quantities of circulation coins for everyday use. And during this period, the United States economy was stable, and coin production was high to meet public demand for commerce and vending, and general transactions across the country. The design of the Washington quarter features the portrait of George Washington on the obverse side, which was originally created by sculptor John Flanagan, and this portrait shows Washington facing left in a strong classical profile representing leadership, dignity, and the early foundations of American democracy, which gives the coin historical importance beyond its monetary value. On the reverse side of the 1987 quarter, the design shows an eagle with spread wings holding arrows, and an olive branch symbolizing both military strength and desire for peace, which reflects the balanced values of the United States. And this design remained consistent for many years, making it highly recognizable to collectors and the public. The P mint mark on the 1987 Washington quarter is located on the obverse side near the date, and it indicates that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. And although Philadelphia coins often do not carry a mint mark in earlier years, by the 1980s, the mint mark system was more standardized for collector identification purposes. A brilliant uncirculated condition Washington quarter from 1987 is considered coin that has never been used in daily transactions, and it retains its original mint luster, sharp details, and strong strike quality, and such coins are usually preserved carefully in coin holders or mint sets, which helps maintain their pristine appearance over time. The rarity of a 1987 P Washington quarter is generally not high in circulated condition, because millions of coins were produced, but what creates value in the modern collector market is the condition of the coin and whether it has deep mirror-like surfaces, strong strike detail, and no signs of wear, scratches, or environmental damage. Collectors often focus on grading when evaluating coins like the 1987 Washington quarter, and professional grading services assign numeric grades based on condition. And a brilliant uncirculated coin can range from MS-60 to MS-67, or even higher, and higher graded examples tend to have significantly higher market value in the numismatic community. The historical background of the Washington quarter series adds emotional and educational value to the coin, because George Washington is a central figure in American independence and leadership, and his representation on currency reflects national pride and continuity of American identity across generations of coin production. The 1987 Washington quarter was produced during a time when coin collecting was becoming increasingly popular in the United States, and many. Collectors began saving mint sets directly from the United States Mint, which included coins in brilliant condition, and this helped preserve many high-quality examples that are still available today in the current market. The value of a standard circulated 1987 P Washington quarter is usually close to its face value of 25 cents, because it is still common in circulation. But in brilliant, uncirculated condition, especially with high mint state grades, it can range from a few dollars to significantly higher amounts, depending on demand and grading certification. Some rare variations or exceptional strike quality examples of the 1987 Washington quarter can attract strong interest from collectors who specialize in modern U.S. coinage. And these collectors often seek coins with full luster strong details on Washington's hair and sharp eagle feather definition, which increases desirability and value. The unique features of the coin include its copper nickel-clad composition, which was standard for quarters during this era, replacing earlier silver quarters, and this composition gives the coin a distinct appearance and weight, and it also contributes to its durability in circulation over many years, without significant loss of design clarity. Market demand for Washington quarters, like the 1987 P Mint Mark version, is influenced by collector interest, population reports from grading services, and auction results. And while it is not considered extremely rare, it still holds a stable place in the numismatic market, especially for collectors building complete date and mint mark sets of Washington quarters. In conclusion, the 1987 United States Washington quarter with P mint mark in brilliant condition represents a blend of historical significance, collectible appeal, and moderate market value. And while it may not be one of the rarest coins in American history, it still holds importance for collectors who appreciate well-preserved examples of modern United States coinage and the ongoing legacy of the Washington Quarter series. Thanks for watching.